Welcome everybody to The World is a Mess, and I just want to steampunk it. This is episode 56. Well, now we re-recorded 56 because the previous episode 56 is lost because I had some issues with my motherboard. I had a screw that was shorting out the motherboard. It was just a screw that had come loose, and I had used some crappy screws that I had recycled that were like star screws, and it made it a pain in the ass. And I had issues with the Gigabyte motherboard not recognizing the memory at full speed. This motherboard, this is a A320 chipset, A320, it's a A320M-S2H, which is an okay motherboard. This motherboard still works. I'll probably put this in another game build, but I couldn't get DDR4 to clock above 3 gigahertz or 3000 megahertz because I have DDR4 3200. And I couldn't get it. I had, anyway, I have like crucial ballistics RAM, and it was only running at 3 gigahertz. Plus, this is a micro ATX board, and I regret getting that because it's limited on expansion. It only has one M.2 slot. Anyway, and this motherboard here is the motherboard I'm using. I got this on a budget from, it was like, I think $99. Open boxed X470. I know it's a little bit older board. It only supports PCI Express 3.0, but this is a good board. I was able to clock my memory at full clock speed and run stable. Where on the Gigabyte board, I had to run it under 3000 megahertz just to be able to get it to run stable. And you know, I have a Ryzen 5 2600, which doesn't support PCI Express 4.0 anyway, so it really made no point. So this is a good full-featured board. It has 2 M.2 slots. It's got RGB, although I don't really care about that, but it's a really good quality board. It comes with a lot of accessories. Anyway, sorry, Daniel. I know that's a little bit different. I'm getting reacquainted because I've totally rebuilt my computer from scratch, because when you got the motherboard and put in a new motherboard is essentially like doing brain surgery on your computer, and you have to take everything apart and then put it all back together again. And I had to reinstall my software because I forgot that I had TPM 2.0 enabled, and that encrypted my data, so I couldn't access the data on my old SSD. I'm going to try to do that with a USB adapter, but the only thing I really had was a backup of all my podcasts, which I've lost access to most of it, but I'm going to try to work on recovering that. So yeah, I've had some technical issues, but yeah. So how have you been, Daniel? I'm here in North Hollywood, and you're in Bellwood, Ontario, Canada. I know I didn't do the normal intro like I usually do.
Okay.
Hello?
So, hi.
Yeah, I can hear you now. So what's going on?
Yeah. So today is Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. I just celebrated my 35th birthday yesterday on the 22nd.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. And yeah, it was pretty good. No, I mean, yeah, it was pretty good. And in a few minutes, it'll be the 24th. Yeah, because it's 11:57 here, p.m. here. So yeah.
So your birthday was the 23rd?
Yeah.
So today
No,
is your birthday. Today is your
no,
birthday.
no, no. It was March 22nd.
March 22nd. Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
and also, you know what? Not only I share a
you're on
birthday
Eastern time zone. I'm on Pacific time. You're 3 hours ahead of me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 8:58 p.m. here, but where you're at, it's 11:58 p.m. Yeah, go ahead.
So I share a birthday with William Shatner.
Really?
Which is kind of fun. And William, so yeah, yesterday I turned 35, and William Shatner turned 91.
Yeah, he that old bastard, he's to live forever, it seems like. But most of the cast of the original Star Trek are all passed away now. There's Nichelle Nichols, but she's in declining health and has stopped doing convention appearances. And William Shatner, there's George Takei, and there's that Walter Keating who played Chekhov.
Yeah.
But so there's still some original cast members, but like of course Leonard Nimoy played Spock. It's kind of sad that they're all disappearing. But yeah, I'm amazed William Shatner has lived as long as he did. He does not look like he's in the best shape. He looks, a little bit obese, although they say that it's beneficial to your health to be slightly overweight at an older age, because your body uses your fat as a reserve food supply if you get ill. And so you're more likely to survive illness if you're mildly obese. So, and William Shatner definitely fits into that category. But not that I care. It's whatever you want to do with your body. But yeah, so you had a good birthday? Was it good? What did you do for your birthday?
We went to Dairy Queen, and of course I didn't wear what I was supposed to wear because I didn't remember. And so, my God, you know how it is. My mom got angry, and she wasn't happy the whole trip, the Dairy Queen, and then the whole trip back. She wasn't happy, and you know what happens when she's not happy. She's you know how it is. Like if a woman of the house
I
is
don't
happy,
because I'm not there, and
my
audience is not there.
Yeah, I know, but
go
it's
ahead,
like,
tell me.
you know how it is. What they say, when the woman of the house is not happy, then there's darkness and depression all over the place, because the woman of the house will make everybody miserable. It's like what they tell It's like what they tell husbands. You know what they say: happy wife, happy life. That's what they tell husbands. Basically, saying you're at the mercy of the man's at the mercy of the woman, at the woman's mercy.
Well, I mean, that is true to a certain extent. Both people are kind of captive of each other when they're married, because they're stuck in a situation where they live together and they have to tolerate each other sometimes, even if they don't like each other. And in abusive relationships, sometimes it could go into violence and abuse. But it's always awkward, and sometimes living with people or living with family members, you feel like you're backed into a wall and you have no option to get out. But I hope that, going to Dairy Queen sounds nice. I haven't been to Dairy Queen in probably, no, actually, the last time I went to Dairy Queen was Dragon Con 2021. I went to Dairy Queen. I had some of their delicious strawberry cheesecake blizzard ice cream bowls, which was awesome. But yeah, that sounds fun. Going to Dairy Queen. Did you have fun?
I love Dairy Queen. I got myself a triple cheeseburger. Actually, no, I got myself a grill burger. Grill burgers are really good. I just
you're
think they're
making me
really
hungry.
And they have like special sauce in them, and it's really good. And of course, I go to Dairy Queen and I see all these beautiful girls, but they just want to talk to me because they want my money.
Oh, because they work there.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
You need to try to think in context, but yeah. Well, they don't know you. You don't know them. The problem is you're isolated. You don't really get to know women. You don't go out. You don't socialize. You don't really. I guess you have me as a friend, but we only socialize online.
Women care about one thing. They care about money. If you have no money, then they don't care.
Not all women are like that. I don't have a lot of money. My girlfriend doesn't care. But I met her on Tinder. I met her on a dating app, which I recommend for you. But you don't have a smartphone, so you're not going to be able to use Tinder. But I'd recommend, since you're socially awkward and you're isolated, I'd recommend like a dating app or like a dating website, like go to Match.com, although that costs money. I think plentyoffish.com, you can get an account for free. But you got to get out there. You should try going to a comic book convention in Toronto. You got to get out. If you don't get out, you never get out of the house, you're never going to be able to socialize with anybody. You don't reach out to people. I mean, you're socializing with me, but if you want to make new friends, you need to focus on the ability to make friends with women. Then eventually maybe you could date women, and you also need to focus on getting your own place, because I know your case manager or your social worker is supposed to be helping you get your own place. Is that not correct? Hello, Daniel?
Yeah,
Can you hear
yeah, I'm
me?
here. I'm here. Why, you don't see me?
Yeah, you just seemed like you were out of it. You weren't responding. You
No,
okay?
nothing. Just yeah, I'm fine.
I know you're a little down, but you got to, if you can focus on getting your own apartment, because you said your therapist was going to help you, just keep working on that. 1/3 of your income, low income apartments are scarce. So you just got to keep focusing on that and make that your goal and get your own apartment. And that'll make you a lot more attractive to women. And you'll be able to do more things that you want to do. And, I haven't been on a dating app in a while because I've had the same girlfriend since 2017. But I don't even know if Plenty of Fish is still the same as it was. But yeah, I met one of my ex-girlfriends. I'm not going to mention her name, but in 2009, I met one of my ex-girlfriends on Plenty of Fish. And, I've dated women that I met through like Match.com. 2/3 of people today meet through the internet, through dating apps, through dating websites, through forums. It's very common, more common than you think. And you just got to come up with a priority list of what you want to change in your life and then focus on it. You're intelligent enough. You can do it. I have confidence in you.
I gotta tell you, the next time I see my fucking goddamn doctor, I am going to tell him in his face.
Try to cut down on the language, because that hurts me.
I'm going to tell him in his face, because of you, I was arrested several times because it was my doctor's advice.
Because of me?
No, because of my doctor. My doctor. Like, when I talk to my doctor, I'm going to tell him it's because of you, doctor, that I was arrested several times. It's because of you, the fucking police bullied me and fucking teased me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Why did your doctor get you arrested?
No, he told my parents to call the police, and they called the police, and they had me arrested several fucking times.
Well, it sounds like you need to switch doctors. That's within your right to do.
And I'm gonna, my doctor is in the 70s right now.
Okay.
And when shut up. My doctor's in his 70s right now. When I see him again, I'll tell him, you know what? The average lifespan of the average person in Canada is 78 to 81.
Yeah.
Enjoy your last few fucking years, you fucking idiots.
Hey, dude. Hey, wait. Okay, this is gonna screw up my podcast if you keep swearing like this. Don't be nice, okay? But because you got to realize we have to share this podcast, and I'm uploading a podcast, and if you're using a lot of profanity, it's going to red flag me on YouTube. It's going to red flag me on Anchor FM. So just hang in there, okay?
But I'm just going to say, you know what? I can't wait until you're 6 feet under, because I'm going to celebrate when that guy dies.
You don't want to wish anybody dead, okay? I understand that you're lonely and you're miserable. I just told you, you got to come up. Okay, it's like a stack of dominoes. You got to be able to you need to get with your therapist, have her help you get your own apartment. Once you have your own apartment, then you can live by your own rules and use dating sites or whatever. And you're a professional podcaster. Granted, you're a co-host on my podcast, but you're still a professional podcaster. You are getting Social Security disability, but you're also a professional podcaster. So you just basically put your best foot forward. You need to learn to hang out and socialize with people. You're very isolated. You need to get out more. I told you, you need to save up money, be conservative with the money you spend, and don't go out to eat so much, and go to like save up money for Toronto Comic Con. I would love to live in Ontario because Toronto Comic Con was a lot of fun. I haven't been to Toronto Comic Con in 10 years. The one and only time I went was in 2012, but there were plenty of girls that were into cosplay, that were nerdcore, that were into Star Trek, Star Wars, science fiction. There were a couple of girls who liked my hat. They liked my steampunk appearance. They invited me to a party, but I was really jet lagged and I wasn't able to go to the party. I kind of regret not going, but I was really tired because I had stayed up the night before because my flight left early in the morning from LA to Toronto, and I didn't want to risk, missing my flight because I'm not much of a morning person. I tend to be a deep sleeper, and sometimes I won't wake up properly if I wake my alarm. Sometimes I'll be like half asleep and I'll turn my alarm off. And so I didn't want to, usually when I have a flight and I leave early in the morning, I usually stay up all night so that I make sure I don't miss the flight. So I was kind of jet lagged. There was time variance difference between LA and Toronto. And I had a lot of fun, but I the first night, which was, I think, Saturday, because it was a 2-day convention, I was invited to a party, but I didn't go because I ended up crashing in a hotel. I stayed at the Bonn Hotel. I recommend it. It's very economical, very cheap, and it's within close range of the convention center where the Toronto Comic Con is held. So you got to just focus on your future. What do you want and what do you have to do to get there? Yes, you can vent your anger towards your therapist. I would recommend just getting another therapist. You okay, Daniel? You still there? Hello? I can't hear you or see you. You got me muted. Hello? Hello? All right. Well, obviously Daniel maybe got in trouble or something. I've lost connection with him. Okay, Daniel, you there? What's going on? What's going on, buddy?
Sorry about that.
We're in the middle of a podcast. If you have to leave like that, you need to tell me.
No. I had to go to the bathroom for a second, but you know what? I gotta tell you.
You need to give me a heads up, but you need to give me a heads up.
When I meet that asshole again, I'm gonna tell him.
Hey, can't watch the language because it's gonna red flag.
I know. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, we may have to just cancel this. We'll have to do another podcast tomorrow because
it's just that, look, I'm 35 years old and I'm still single. And
I know, but you got to put your ducks in a row. You got to get your ducks in a row. You got to get your own apartment. You got to focus on building your future. You need to be able to get out and socialize. You're not doing that. You staying at home.
No, but it doesn't matter. I got poor social skills. Like, you know what? I could be in a room of 100 people, and I don't know what to say.
That's why you use a dating app. That's why you use dating websites, because there's other people who are socially awkward like you. You're not the only one. You got to be able to reach out. Two-thirds of all new relationships are people who met online. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's just
you can do the same.
Like my brain, there's something wrong with my brain. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to say.
You just need to get out there. You need like a wingman.
I could talk about Star Wars and Star Trek and video games, but
that's why you should go to Toronto Comic Con whenever the next time it is. Okay.
Yeah, but then if they ask me where do you live, and I'm like, oh, I live with my mom. That's a thing that'll kill potential relationships. And that's what
I just told you. You got to get your ducks in a row. You got to let the first domino fall to the next. You got to talk to your therapist.
Yeah.
And see if they can get you your own apartment. You need to work on that.
Yeah.
Because when I first met you, you were resistant to doing that. You were like, oh, I want to live with my parents forever. Well, you can't live with your parents forever. So you have to focus on the future. Get your own apartment. It might take a while. It might take years because, low income, 1/3 of your income, rent controlled apartments are scarce apparently in Canada as they are in the United States. And it takes a while. So you got to get that process started. And then I don't know, read some books about social skills, get some how-to books. In the past, I have read books, like I read that one book, like Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, which helped a little bit. But you're not going to, even reading books is not going to be good enough. You need actual hands-on social experience. You need to be able to get out there. You're not getting out there. You're not putting yourself in the game. If you don't put yourself in the game, there's no way that anybody's even going to see you to even give you a chance. And you can't expect some girl working at a cash register at Dairy Queen to immediately acknowledge you. She's working, I mean, she's trying to survive. She's got her own problems. You can't always expect everybody to focus their attention on you if they don't know you. You have to learn to be friends with people. You have to learn to be compassionate. I mean, I've tried to be compassionate with you. I try the best I can. If I wasn't tight on money, I'm probably going to get my new passport, but it's expensive to fly to Canada from LA. It would probably cost me like $600 or $700. I know your mom has talked about like it would be cool for me to come visit. I'd be happy to be your wingman and give you advice. But you also first need to learn to be friends with women before actually dating women. Because if it's just all about, wanting to, immediately date a woman, and if you're too aggressive, you sometimes can turn women off. And there are plenty of women who are socially awkward like you, that you can meet through online forums, dating apps. You got to try. And you're more than smart enough to do it. You still there? Daniel, if you keep blocking,
No. I'm here.
Keep blocking me
Sorry,
like that without telling me, I'm gonna have to end the podcast.
No.
Because we're eating up a lot of time with silence. Anyway.
I mean,
Anyway,
because my mom is in the background. My mom is in the background making noise because she doesn't want any of this information to get out. She doesn't want me to tell the world that I'm being abused by the fucking police. Or sorry, not again. Sorry.
Okay, dude, watch the language. You're using a lot of swear words. You're going to red flag my video.
I know.
I may not even be able to upload this because you're getting like really strained on communication.
I hear Joe and Scott swear on their videos, and it's fine for them.
I just know with a new algorithm, my views are way down, so I have to try to sanitize my videos the best I can.
Yeah,
it's hard. I'm not monetized, so with a new YouTube algorithm, I'm lucky if I can get 20 views on my latest videos. My older videos got thousands of views, like going to Dragon Con or going to different comic book conventions, and I used to be all dominated by key tag words. And if you knew how to tag your videos, you could really rank up thousands of views. But now, even if you tag your videos, even if it's a popular topic like cosplay, a million other people is going to show up in the first page before you, and they're going to get preference in the search algorithm because they are monetized. And so my YouTube channel is not monetized. They've changed the rules on monetization. I can't even reapply for monetization until my watch hours are up. So it becomes a vicious catch-22. So I ask that you respect me, respect this podcast.
It is
Don't use so much language. People find swear words threatening. I know it's not always threatening. You're just trying to vent, but we're recording this, and I hope to upload this online, but if it gets too chaotic, I won't be able to upload it.
No, it's
just look at it from my point of view. I have empathy for you. I'm trying to help you by listening and talking.
Like my mom is listening to us right now, and she's making noise in the background. She doesn't want any of this information to get out.
Well, yeah, but you need to tell your mom, like, hey, I'm recording. We're doing a live stream. I can't pause right now because it's going to mess up the live stream. I mean, if you need to go, I can let you go. I can end this podcast early.
So
I mean, we've been going on for about 25 minutes.
Yeah,
with only like a few seconds of interruption.
But anyways,
it's okay. You're venting, and I'm not monetized anyway, so it's not going to make a big deal. But I'm trying to build an audience. If it gets too stressful, too chaotic, too much language, then it's going to turn people off.
Yeah, I definitely. I know. So, anyways,
you can do it. You know, you remember all the random facts of Star Trek. You can get with
yeah.
your therapist, have her help you find a place to live.
I left her a message today. I left her a message today. I
Well,
told
good.
her what I told my mom and what I told you about what I'm going to say to my doctor when the next time I meet him. That like I know like what I told you. And thing is, I don't. I want to tell him this, but you never know. He might get rid of my little the money I get from the government. He might do something to get rid to get rid of it if I tell him.
Who?
My doctor.
Why would he get rid of it?
I don't know if he gets angry because I tell him you're in your 70s, enjoy your last few
Well,
years.
you don't want to do. Okay, you don't want to alienate yourself any more than you have. That's counterproductive. That's not going to help you.
Yeah,
But you can politely be gentle but firm with people. If you feel like he's not doing best by you, you can request a new psychiatrist. Okay?
Well, no. It's not my psychiatrist. It's my doctor.
Well, your doctor is your psychiatrist, right?
No.
A
My
psychiatrist is a
psychiatrist and my
type of
doctor are
doctor.
two different things.
Okay, so
Are
you
two
have a
different
G.
people.
Okay, well, the medical care
Yeah, definitely.
in
So
Canada is a little different. So you have a GP who's prescribing you meds for depression.
Yeah.
Okay, so if your GP, if you have an issue, you should be able to be within your right to change your general practitioner to, you know, the person who's causing you problems prescribing you meds. You be gentle but firm. You don't say threatening things or.
No, it's not threatening. I mean, like.
Well, I wish you were. You know, I hope when you're nearer to being in the grave or whatever. I hope
Well, that's not. It's
enjoy
not a
the
threat
rest of your little life. Yeah, but some people would view that type of language threatening.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying it necessarily is, but you have to be careful when using a lot of profanity and telling people that you wish them dead or I hope you enjoy the rest of your life before you go into the grave, which sounds threatening to most people. And so you have to, if you expect people to be empathetic towards you, you need to be empathetic of them as well.
I mean, can you believe? I think I told you this when I told my doctor that the police were rude to me and they were bullying me.
I know.
He didn't show me any sympathy. He just told me one thing: you got to be careful around them. Excuse me? Excuse me? They were rude to me, and I got to be careful.
Okay, but Daniel,
But,
you got to try to that was in the past and that was bad. You're just trying to survive here, man. Just focus on trying to get your own apartment. I know you can do it. I know that you're smart enough to do it. You memorize every little detail about Star Trek and Star Wars, and you're more than capable of doing it. What would Captain Picard do? What advice, if Captain Picard was a real person, if he was in your bedroom right now, what advice do you think Captain Picard would give you?
I'm not sure.
Well, I think he would tell you to persevere through your struggle, and he would tell you to focus on getting your own place, focus on building your life, and then you get your own place, then you can use dating apps, dating websites if you're lonely and you want to meet people. Go to comic book conventions. I know you don't have a lot of money coming in, so it's kind of hard, but try to save up some money, maybe, because Toronto Comic Con's only once a year. Trust me. And you need to get used to being around regular people and socializing with regular people. And then things will be better for you and you can persevere in the future. I'm trying the best I can to help you. I don't have a lot of money.
I just gotta.
I can't fly up there, at least not right now. I'm starting to sell computer parts on eBay, but right now I've sold like one graphics card for $50, but I'm only making supplemental income and I don't have a lot of money myself, being that I'm a disabled military vet. But there's a lot of personal things in my life that I don't want to get into because people will just tear it apart. But we are out of time.
But anyways, listen.
Okay, hold on. We need to end the podcast, and I can talk to you a couple more minutes, and then I have to go.
All right.
But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in to The World is a Mess, and I just want to steampunk it. This is episode 56, March 23rd, 2022. And I'm your host, Steampunk Star Raisin. And this has been your co-host, Daniel Bertizan, in Bellwood, Ontario, Canada. And I am here in North Hollywood. You have a nice day, and I will see you 25 billion years. I will.
Bye.